don't send your loved one another frozen lasagna before their total knee or hip replacement. Instead, send them this video because I'm going to show you the best prehab exercises to perform before surgery. Let's get started. Hey prehabbers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Lauren Linus, and today let's talk about hip and knee replacements. So maybe it's you that are receiving a total joint replacement, or maybe it's a family member or a friend. Whatever it is, we do know that strengthening the muscles surrounding those joints prior to surgery is so crucial to improving your recovery following surgery and just getting you back to feeling like you can live a more comfortable life. So today I want to take you through some of our favorite exercises to perform prior to a total knee replacement or maybe a total hip replacement. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start on my back here, and we're going to start with some bridges. So the great thing about bridges is that they work both muscles that surround the knee, but they also work muscles that surround the hip. So we can start on our back here. What I want you to focus on is even weight through both legs, okay? Really important prior to surgery so we can kind of remind those muscles of the leg that's involved what it's supposed to feel like to work. So we're gonna just come up, even weight through both legs, squeeze those glutes at the top of the motion, core stays tight, and then we're coming down, okay? So this is your bridge. We can also do some cool progressions from here depending on the severity of your symptoms prior to surgery. So we can come up, we can stay up, we can add in some marches, okay, focusing on keeping the hips up. This way you're really loading one leg in this position. Okay, we can also do maybe some heel walkouts, trying to keep those hips up, and then coming down, bring the legs up, walking those heels out again. Okay, so some cool progressions you can do, again, depending on the severity of your symptoms prior to surgery. And I would recommend trying about 20 to 30 of these 2 times a day if tolerated to, again, just remind those muscles what it's supposed to feel like to work prior to your joint replacement, okay? So that's exercise number 1. Next exercise we're gonna do, again, important to really work on those muscles that surround the joint. So this is a really, really crucial one for both hip and knee replacements because the quad is actually one of the muscles that we notice atrophies first after surgery. So we really want to get it nice and strong prior to surgery. If it's strong, this is going to help with walking, it's going to help with transfers, and it's just going to help with everyday tasks following surgery. So let's say it's my left knee or maybe my left hip that I'm going to have the replacement on. What I want to do is sitting nice and tall, core is tight, I'm going to straighten that leg. I'm going to take my right leg, place it over the ankle of my left knee, and then I'm going to push down with my right leg, making my left leg try to control and fight that motion. Okay, so what we're doing here is eccentrically loading that muscle. Really good way to work on strengthening the quad, again, prior to surgery. And the great thing with this exercise is I can control how much I'm pushing with my right leg, right? So if I'm having a lot of symptoms with this, I can just push maybe 25% of what I could do. If this feels okay, I can push harder, I can do 50%, and do 75% of what I could do. Okay, but I would recommend trying about 10 to 15 of these. Again, 2 times a day, you'll really feel that quad working. Mine's already burning, and I think I'm at number 6, okay? Great exercise there. Another one that we kind of overlook sometimes prior to surgery, but is really, really important after surgery is just practicing that sit to stand. So coming up, right, again, engaging those glutes, really important to remind those glutes what they're supposed to do prior to surgery so that afterwards things feel a little bit more normalized. Now the great thing with sit to stands is that we can change it, we can progress them, right, make them a little harder. So if I can come up, and then I can come down and I can just tap my butt down and then come up, okay? So this is a better way of more progression in regards to working your quads a little bit more. Okay, we're working our glutes a little bit more. I can also put one leg in front. So let's say, again, my left leg is the one that I'm getting the total hip or the total knee, and my symptoms aren't that severe. I can come here, right? So now I'm just gonna load that left leg a little bit more. Again, I would recommend doing about 10 to 20, depending on your symptoms, 2 times a day. Really important just to work those functional movements, and you will thank me after surgery that you practice those because that will pay off. Okay, something that is often overlooked as well after we get maybe a total knee or a total hip is working our arm strength. Now you will most likely have a walker or some sort of assistive device following surgery for a few days. So you want to make sure that your arms and your upper extremity are ready to accept that load. So a cool exercise you can do is a press up in a chair. Okay, so I'm going to start with my toes planted on the ground. Then I can press up, come back down, okay? Shoulders are back, I'm staying nice and tall. This is a good way, again, to work that upper extremity, and this will help with transfers and stuff, depending on how you're feeling prior or after surgery, okay? If I really want to challenge myself, I can take my feet up, right, and do presses here. But those are good exercises to work, again, the arms, the upper extremity prior to surgery, so you're ready to go following surgery. Now, another thing I want to hit too is it's okay after surgery, you know, work on doing rows. Seated rows are great, bicep curls, overhead press. Arm exercises are great after surgery because they're gonna get healthy blood flow through your body. Mentally, it's gonna feel really good to move your body. Just make sure that you're cleared by your orthopedic surgeon and your physician prior to doing upper extremity exercises. But mentally, it can help to just improve your overall outcomes and how you feel following surgery. So please, 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 I want you to stop right now, send this video to someone who you know could be getting a joint replacement here in the next few weeks, maybe the next few months. They will thank you tremendously. Give these a try and go ahead, hit that subscribe button for more great content. We'll see you guys next week.